Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria. If you think that the election issue is over, think again. Of course, Peter Obi's petition against Bola Tinubu's declaration as the president-elect has continued to reverberate across the country, and the camp of Tinubu are rattled, and they have taken up the gloves. Now, one of the things they are running with now is the alleged audio message or telephone message between presidential candidate of Labour Party Peter Obi and the founder of the Winners Chapel, Bishop Oyedepo, ahead of the election. I consider it as much ado about nothing. Because one, the elections are over. What remains now is for the Supreme Court to determine the final outcome of that election, which has been described as flawed by both local and international observers, especially by international media like the New York Times, the Economist, the Financial Times, all describe it as totally flawed election. Now, I want to go into the part of the issues on it, and I want to say that what they tried to do is to accuse Peter Obi of playing religious card during the election, when they were the main architects of playing religion in the election, because the All Progressive Congress is that's religion-inspired personification of running an election in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, because it was all about religion from top to bottom. Because if it is not, they will not run on Muslim ticket. But we'll get to that. But before I go further on this, if you are new to my channel, you are not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, first, the context of the conversation was aptly put by Bishop Oyedepo when he said, all Nigerians have equal stake in this nation. Nobody has the right to claim that he is dashing something to someone. Like Kenneth Okonkwo, who issued a statement on this, rightly noted, Obi was simply urging Bishop Oyedepo to help him push the message of equal stake of all Nigerians in the Nigerian project to his people and the Christendom, because politicians of the other party is carrying on this campaign as if it is a religious war. And I will show you their own part, the part they played as Bola Tinubu and the APC, to show you that they saw the election as a religious war. Now, to drive home this point, he informed him that he visited the traditional ruler of Ofa, the Olofa of Ofa, who is a Muslim, but who advised him to get the support of Oyedepo and be assured by his own support. Now, it is clear to everybody that APC is the party that plays religious card. Let us look at it this way. This is a party that has a presidential candidate and vice presidential candidate of the same faith, Senate President, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, and National Chairman of the party, all from one religion. At the same time, the Chief Justice of Nigeria is a Muslim. So what does that signify? It signifies a regime that places supremacy on one religion over the other. And it's a sign of intolerance of other faiths in Nigeria. That is a fact. That is a fact. Look at from top to bottom, from Buhari down, the whole APC leadership is dominated overwhelmingly by Muslims. Now, in the case of the 2023 presidential election, it was the APC that brought religion at the center of 2023 election. Of course, the seed was sown by Buhari's bias appointments. He was the one that sowed the seed. When you hear people say today that Nigeria is more divided today than ever before, it was the seed sown by Buhari. And that is the seed, that is the plant, that seed that was sown by Buhari has been watered by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is Muslim ticket. And you expect them, you run on a Muslim ticket in a country that is almost 50-50 Christian-Muslim population. You could not find a northern Christian to balance your ticket. And you say you are not playing religion. No, but it's the other person that is playing religion. And when you run on a Christian ticket, you expect a Muslim ticket, you expect Christians to be clapping for you. If you run a Muslim, anybody run a Christian ticket, Muslims will not clap for the person. They will resist it. It's just that even Christians themselves don't take their religion very seriously. So that's why they could easily run Muslim tickets, and Christians don't take their religion. Many of them don't take their religion seriously. But it can't happen. If you run a Christian ticket in this country, Muslims will not take it. I can tell you that for free. They will not take it. Now, before I digress, I did say that there's no way you run a Muslim ticket without Christians resisting it. Many Christians will push back. Of course, there are many of them too who doesn't care. There are many Christians who religion virtually means not. They're only Christians by name. So it wouldn't make any much difference as far as this set of people are concerned. They are likely to vote for anybody they like. But it is a fact that the APC and their supporters who are making much noise about this were the ones that use religion to canvass for vote. And they know it. Even Tinubu himself knows the reason why he went for Muslim tickets. It was because he was looking for vote in Muslim-dominated northern Nigeria. As far as he is concerned, that's the only way he can win, because he needed more northern Muslim votes. So he has to do whatever it takes for them to back him. And one of the things that he did was to go ahead with Muslim ticket, despite the opposition from northern Christians and Christians in general. As what Bola Ahmed Tinubu could not have claimed that there were no competent Christians that could complement him as vice president. It's not true. Northern Christians are among some of the most intelligent of all Nigerians who are intelligent. And that's why they couldn't find anyone. It was religion that he was playing. That was why he did what he did. So APC and Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu use religion. And everybody's seeing it. It's in plain sight. Unless those who don't want to speak the truth. Now, to show you that Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu has gone far, even before now, it was part of his agenda to use religion for the election. There was something that happened. Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu speaking at the annual national conference and pre-Ramadan meeting of the Spring Council for Sharia in Nigeria, held at GMT Hotel Osogbo, Osun State on March 2022. The former Lagos State governor urged the council to create the Department of Political Affairs to create political awareness towards producing a Muslim president in 2023. This is Tinubu. He said that the Supreme Council for Sharia should create political department towards producing a Muslim as president in 2023. What was he doing here? Is he not playing religion? I will put the link under this video because I wanted to stick this particular one at the screen here, but the one I want to stick at the screen here is the preaching by Islamic clerics in Kano, so that you see with clarity, so that you can easily go and Google that one and read it and see the way that APC and their supporters use religion to advance their cause. And they are now the ones, which is almost tantamount to kettle, call them pot black, that they use religion. So that is it. As what Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Osogbo in 2022, pre-Ramadan conference, said that they should have a Department of Political Affairs towards producing a Muslim as president. Of course, he was the one that wanted to be the president. He will be the beneficiary towards that agenda. As what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, Muslims cannot afford to be left behind in political participation nationwide. And I quote him again, "Through the president of the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, I will visit all states of the nation. I can't be opportune to see all Muslims in Nigeria, but through the Muslim leaders, we can make it happen." So as what Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from this quote now from him, you see that he was able to see Muslim clerics all over the country. If he was able to see Muslim clerics, so Peter Obi as a Christian is not supposed to speak with Christian clerics. That's the question I'm asking. It's only Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is entitled to speak with Islamic clerics nationwide, but Peter Obi should not speak with them. Okay? Now, it was alleged that Tinubu was behind the allegation that that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo hate Muslims. Look, there was an story trending before the APC primary saying that Yemi Osinbajo hate Muslims, that he detests Muslims. In his law chambers as a private legal practitioner, he doesn't employ Muslims. Even as vice president in the state house, that there were no Muslims there. Now, this issue trended that Osinbajo has to publish the list of staff members in his office in Aso Rock Villa to show that there were Muslims there. Some Muslims even issued statements saying that they were Muslim and they have worked with Osinbajo before. Who was the person behind that campaign of calumny against Osinbajo? Your guess is as good as mine. These are people that place religion, using their religion to advance their case. Don't forget that when Osinbajo declared for president, after he officially declared for president, an Islamic group from the southwest, the Muslim Rights Concern, MURIC, in a statement by the founder and director, Professor Ishaq Akintola, said, "The Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, yesterday declared his intention to run for the post of president in the coming 2023 general election. This declaration, to our mind, will not pass any ethical screening. It is purely evangelical. But Muri cannot keep quiet after Osinbajo's declaration because it is not in consonance with our agenda for the Southwest. We have never hidden this agenda from public view, as it was made public as far back as February 2021, when we declared our preference for a Yoruba Muslim president. Who was behind this group that was insisting that what they are after is a Yoruba Muslim president? And who do they represent? Is it not religious card that they represent? Somebody was behind them. What card was he playing here? Is it altruistic card or religious card that the person who sent them on this errand? Murik reiterated his call for a Yoruba Muslim president in 2023. So your gaze is as good as mine on who was behind the Murik quest for Yoruba president in 2023. Then again, in January 2023, Islamic preacher Abdul Muttalib Muhammad Anwar had charged Muslims to consider the APC Muslim ticket as a call to jihad at a special prayer session organized by Muslim clerics in Kano, northwest Nigeria, for the success of Bola, Tinubu, and Shetima Muslim ticket. They had described the ticket as the supremacy of Islam. He said, the meeting was convened by our group, Islamic preachers, and we have invited about 75 Muslim groups, including the Kaduna State Izala and the Jos Plateau State Izala, the Salafia, Kadaria, IMWAN, Muslims in Dawa, women in Dawa. Also, here are groups like Igbo and Yoruba Muslim groups. Last but not the least, we have here the Kano Imams group. The import of this, I'm quoting him continuously, so listen. The import of today's sitting is to let the cleric and indeed all Muslim leaders know that the Muslim ticket is not about the promises of bringing dividends of democracy, like road and infrastructure. This ticket is about the supremacy of Islam. This ticket has honored Islam. Therefore, we will honor it with our ballots. Furthermore, remember that a Muslim is always better than an infidel. What more of two Muslims combined? This informed why we undertook to create this awareness and to let all of us know that this Muslim ticket is a jihad call to all Muslims. And what I said. Did Tinubu condemn this call for jihad on his behalf? Did he dissociate himself from it? If he did not dissociate himself from it, what does that mean? Yet these are the people that their supporters are fouling the internet, talking about that Peter Obi had a conversation with Oyedepo. Whether he had conversation with Oyedepo or not is immaterial. The truth of the fact remains, the truth of the matter remains, that no one played religion in this election that was held more than APC and their presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu. It was their driving force of their campaign. And therefore, it's an insult on the intelligence of reasonable Nigerians for them to say that they are calling out Peter Obi, that he had a conversation with Oyedepo to persuade Oyedepo to talk to Southwest Christians to support him. In fact, if Southwest Christians have to be begged, cajoled to support Peter Obi or to vote against Muslim ticket, which was a ticket that's a threat to the existence of Christianity, in the sense that it signified the beginning of Christianity as as a second class, Christians as second class citizens in Nigeria. Because it means they are not valued, they are of no consequence. So if you're a Christian in Southwest, you need to be persuaded to vote against Muslim ticket of Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then you don't want Christ dying for you. The blood of Christ means virtually nothing to you. Because it means giving you option of God and mammon. You'll take mammon. So I find it that it's an insult to any Christian if the person has to be persuaded, have to be cajoled by Bishop Oyedepo to make you change your mind to vote against Muslim ticket. Obviously, you have seen how the Muslim clerics in Kano, what they termed it. And that is the mentality many of them voted. And that was the mentality that Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu was banking on ahead of the election. So in conclusion, the APC and Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his goons, they lack the moral right to talk about the use of religion in 2023 general election. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first one. God bless you. And please, the Sahara Reporters report about the Kano clerics and the jihad they called that I've been here. Go and take your time, go and read it. It's a good read so that you can have something to talk about when they begin to talk about peterobi and the issue of religion being used. Thank you and God bless you.